The division offers a variety of ways for the industry to participate in its programs. Everything from free listings to visit nh.gov, and whether it's a chamber of commerce or a regional marketing organization or an individual business, you're able to attain a free listing on visitnh.gov. And I would highly recommend that anyone watching this show who is operating or managing any tourism-related business really sort of take a look at, because all of our marketing points consumers to visit nh.gov. So it's really a great opportunity to list your business. There are also other cooperative marketing programs that we offer. We offer advertisements that the industry can pay a small portion of what they would pay if they were going at it alone. We also offer participation in trade shows and events, which would be, advantageous for any organization trying to promote itself to either domestic visitors or international visitors. We offer free listings in our guidebook. There is an entire section of visitnh.gov that's dedicated to the industry, providing research free of charge. Any research that we do on behalf of the division is posted online and available to the industry to use. And again, listings of the variety of cooperative marketing programs. We also encourage the industry to participate in familiarization tours. So when we're working on our PR program to attract travel writers to the state of New Hampshire, we rely on the industry to help us host these travel writers and give them the best experience possible. So we always encourage participation in that kind of program too.
Now, when you say the industry, what do you consider? Who can register for a free listing? Is it just attractions, or does it go out beyond that?
Hotels, attractions, dining. I mean, it really runs the gamut. If you think about all of the areas that that a visitor will take into consideration when they are choosing a vacation destination, it really runs the gamut. And so it includes a variety of sort of, those verticals, if you will.
Okay. As we wrap up, I have one question I want to pose to you. It's something that I've kind of grappled with, and my colleagues, particularly on the economic development side of things, but I think it has a tourism component as well. Speaking of the website, last time I checked it, kind of divides up attractions by region in the state. Your Great North Woods, Monadnock, Seacoast, that kind of thing. And I know this area, we've referred to it as the Merrimack Valley. It's one of those things that when I get together with my colleagues in this area, we kind of, it's kind of a name that, we understand why it is, but don't feel it's exactly as encompassing as perhaps it could be, or maybe it's too encompassing, and that the Merrimack Valley also extends, down into Massachusetts, and places goes, Lowell, Lawrence, places like that are also considered Merrimack Valley. I don't have a suggestion of something better to call it, but I didn't know if that's something that you've grappled with as well.
Well, I might encourage you to sort of take a different view of it and view it from the consumer's point of view. And I
For
think,
our conversation earlier, yes.
Exactly. And I think that, a great example of how you've already done that is you took existing product in breweries and mead producers and you packaged it in a way that makes it palatable for a consumer and makes the consumer aware of an amenity that may not have known even existed. And so what you did, maybe without even knowing it, is you created a culinary themed tourism product. And I would encourage
I'll put that on my resume.
There you go. Yeah, absolutely. I would list it at the top. But I do think that the more you think along those lines and sort of what the key drivers are, is it outdoor recreation? Start to build sort of itineraries and package things in a way that is in line with consumer thinking.
That makes sense, and great advice. And again, some of those other traps that are all too easy to fall into, certainly in the chamber world and elsewhere too. So great advice. As we wrap up, is there anything we're leaving out or that you'd feel you'd like to mention?
Well, we just came off the heels of a fantastic summer season. And while the final numbers aren't in, I can tell you that the anecdotal information that we've received from the industry has been extremely positive.
Nice.
A Labor Day weekend, which was just this past weekend, set a record for the Division of Parks and Recreation. They did not have a single vacant campsite in any of the state's campgrounds run by the Division of Parks and Rec.
Wow.
And that was a record that had never happened before. And so, you know, Labor Day weekend was a great success. We're looking forward to a successful fall season. And before we know it, skiing in winter, it's right around the corner.
Hey, it's good for tourism, so I won't badmouth the cold temperatures here on air.
There you go.
And any predictions on what kind of foliage we're going to have this year and what kind of snowfall? Do you take stock in the Old Farmer's Almanac or any of those?
Well, of course I do, because it's a New Hampshire-based company. Yankee Publishing actually produces the Old Farmer's Almanac.
That's right.
And so I hear we're in for a pretty solid winter, and hopefully that means a lot of snow.
This is the only time you'll hear me say that, but here's hoping. Well, Victoria Cimino, thank you for joining us here on Regional Roundtable today, and thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next time.